the second biggest vapors in the world after the United States, say health experts. Vape affects teenagers the most because they are unstable and immature to think about the impact something can have on their future. The teenagers of today are the leaders of tomorrow, so it's everyone's duty to ensure that they are safe and sound. Vapes and e-cigarettes has affected people who use them mentally quicker than physically. They feel very emotionally attached to these gadgets, which is why it is hard for them to accept any negative statements or comments given on them. These attractive gadgets have somehow managed to persuade the teens that it's beneficial to use them. That is another undeniable factor on why most teenagers vape.
Hey, do you know that Alex started vaping?
Yeah, it's all his Peter's influence.
Yeah, Alex thinks vaping is cool because Peter vapes.
Young people use vapes for various reasons, including stress, wanting to be more sophisticated or mature, or because their friends or parents are addicted to it. Furthermore, vapes contain treacherous substances that might not show immediate impact on its users, but will definitely display its effects after years of accumulating its harmful gases in lungs, which will be an impassable damage to health of teenagers by then.
Vapes and e-cigarettes should be banned in Malaysia to preserve the future of Malaysian teenagers. Cons of using vape products to the society includes accidents caused by misuse of vape gadgets. Nicotine-containing e-liquids are highly harmful and addictive, and vapes are even more dangerous than tobacco cigarettes. Hard to believe, but it's a fact.
Exploitation of vape pens can cause serious defects to the user and harm people around the user along because accidents can happen anywhere at any time. It is important that people who use these fancy gadgets know how to use them so that they don't hurt themselves and others.
Nobody does researches before using a new product such as vapes and e-cigarettes to know how bad and dangerous it can be. A major problem in today's generation is that people are too busy to take small things seriously. People should start realizing that small drops make river flood. In November, a man in Colorado broke his neck, lost some teeth, and suffered burns and facial fractures when his e-cigarette exploded. A 15-year-old California boy lost half a dozen teeth in similar mishap last month. In Tennessee, another teen is recovering from a severe burns caused when vaping pen caught fire in his pocket a few weeks ago.
Some mistakes can never be corrected, and these kind of accidents are one of it. Physical injuries aside, can you imagine the mental impacts on the victim? He or she might experience a lifetime phobia. You might want to think it over if vapes are really safe.
Vaping is 60% more effective than other alternative methods to give up smoking. It is proven that vaping has helped many quit smoking, and they say they can finally smell food, taste food, feel healthy, and get all the good feeling without realizing that they're getting into even bigger trouble called vapes. But do you know that e-cigarettes are not approved by FDA for smoking cessation?
Media has made everyone believe that e-cigarettes are the best alternative to cigarettes, but there is no evidence that e-cigarettes are going to re-normalize smoking.
Malaysians in general are ignorant. Even people who vape lack awareness about vape. According to a survey carried out in Taylor's College, Subang, Jaya, 50% of the students do not know the contents of vapes.
Vaping for an hour can give you the impact of smoking 150 cigarettes. E-liquids are made up of very common ingredients. Those are vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, nicotine, and flavoring. The liquid is heated into an aerosol that the user inhales.
Vegetable glycerin gives out the vapor, and propylene glycol is used as the main ingredient in antifreeze.
Everyone knows that propylene glycol has negative effects, but neither it shows any evidence of being carcinogenic or genotoxic. Do you still think vaping is the cure to smoking?
As you can see from here, this is a mod. This is a mod too. And then from each and every vapors, we need three things: the mod, the tank, and the juice. As you can see here, there's a variety of juice that I have. death from vape can have multiple reasons. First of all, most people can be uneducated about what vapes do, and some people they didn't take precautions and measures that they should, like turning off your vape whenever you don't vape, because there are most so-called death by vapes are actually caused by the fact that they did not off their vapes, as when they put it in their pockets, the button was clicked, so the coil inside the tank itself, it's burnt, and then it's burnt so much that it actually burned the carton itself and it explode. Death by vape can also be caused by self-modification of the mod itself, because some people they like to experiment stuff with their own self-made vape, or like the vape they bought from vape shops, and sometimes the modification does not work, and thus triggering into the explosion of the battery inside and whatnot.
Vapor that is inhaled do not show immediate result of the gases on human body. This is because a regular human body's defense mechanism is very good. Thus, we require a very large amount of e-liquid in the lungs for it to cause damage. Chemicals in e-liquids can damage lung tissue and reduce the lung's ability to keep germs and other harmful substances from entering the body. Though it's scientifically proven that carbon dioxide content in a person who vapes is relatively less compared to a person who smokes, vaping has even worse effects on lungs in the long run. E-liquids contain nicotine that does not only cause addiction but is also a route to many other changes in the brain that can lead to severe health conditions.
Nicotine causes many temporary physiological changes in the body to improve body functions such as enhanced memory, feeling alert and energized, feeling separated from emotions, providing the ability to concentrate more at work, and etc. Nicotine arrives in the brain 8 to 10 seconds after it is inhaled. Experiments in the mid-1800s showed that a few drops in the mouth would immediately kill a small animal like cat. Nicotine stimulates the reticular activating system in addition to stimulating the dopamine release.
Dopamine is the hormone that creates pleasurable feelings similar to what we feel when consuming alcohol, cocaine, and heroin. Nicotine releases another hormone called the glutamate, which enhances memory. It makes the brain remember the pleasurable feeling it gets when nicotine is triggered.
Moreover, nicotine constricts blood vessels, reducing the skin temperature and decreasing blood flow to the legs and feet, which leads to rapid heartbeat. Nicotine can injure an unborn child in many different ways if the mother inhales nicotine, because it acts directly on the fetus's developing brain and reduces the amount of nutrients available. Instead of receiving oxygenated blood, the fetus receives blood full of nicotine and other chemicals.
In conclusion, vapes and e-cigarettes were never meant to be good to humans. Hence, it should be banned in Malaysia so that more teens don't fall for the threat that these colorful and attractive gadgets impose. Addiction of teens to vape pens, accidents caused by mistreatment of vapes, and corrosion of lung tissues can be prevented if these gadgets are no longer available in the market. The sweet flavors that you inhale are nothing but aerosol once it enters your body. Your body is your temple. Why would you want to pollute your body with all this vapor? If the health risk associated with smoking is 100, for vaping it's 200. Lungs are only supposed to receive oxygen, but instead it receives all these poisonous substances that you inhale. Your lungs are not vacuum cleaners.
Vaping is hazardous to health.
Vaping kills.
Vaping is horrible.
Vaping is dangerous.
Don't vape.
Don't vape.
Whipping. Stupid, stop it.
Just quit vaping.
Vaping isn't cool, bro. Vape.
flakes fall